Minutes past 8 a.m. on Use It Views this morning. And we are now kicking off looking at the situation that Ace Magashule, the ANC Secretary-General, finds himself in, and he is scheduled to appear before the ANC Integrity Commission this coming Saturday, which is the 12th of December. And this comes against the final National Executive meeting of the ANC during the week. But the key question here is where is Ace Magashule going? Is he going anywhere? Is he going nowhere? And we're joined on the line this morning by Pule Monama, who is a struggle stalwart and also a political analyst. Pule, good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning and good morning to all the listeners.
Yes, the golden question after the NEC meeting of the ANC, what was likely to happen to Ace Magashule? He does appear at the NEC meeting, nothing, but we know he's going to appear before the Integrity Commission this coming weekend.
Well, what happened at the NEC meeting as a result of the decision to get Ace to go to Integrity Commission was what I would call a strategic retreat. It's a matter that does not need an NEC if you are having an organization that is anchored on morality. Now, what we need to understand is that the problems that ANC is faced with are not ideological. It is basically a problem that has been simmering for a very long time, which has to do with self-interest. Now, the ANC has got an integrity commission, which in itself wanted to achieve some level of morality within it. As we speak right now, we have very little to say about its achievement in that direction. Whether Ace is going anywhere, I think me and many people believe he's going nowhere. Because the issue of morality has suddenly, because of what it is, been now taken to a legal level. So ask yourself as an organization whether drinking in public is a legal thing or a moral thing. Now, you cannot resolve a moral thing legally. And that is a dilemma the ANC is faced with right now. The people whose credibility is questioned as we speak are those who are at leadership, those whose morality is brought into question, and who will not leave because if they do so, the consequences are harsh. So they will rather stay in there and usurp power so that they can derail the process of scrutiny.
Well, certainly. Now, also what we've seen come out of the ANC, and everyone expected the showdown between Ace Magashule and Cyril Ramaphosa. And what we've seen is the president putting this cloak of unity and the more, of a compromise situation. And this does appear to be the sentiment as far as the outcome is concerned with regards to the NEC, and particularly dealing with the problems relating to Ace Magashule.
Well, I've written a piece about that. There are two groups in the ANC. One group wants the soul of the ANC and one wants unity. The one that is looking for the control of the ANC is the one whose integrity has been brought to question, and they will do anything to save themselves. The ones who are looking for unity are actually looking for something that will never happen. Because you must remember those who want the control of the ANC are those who, if they don't have that control, are more likely going to be imprisoned. Now, unity is not part of their interest. They would rather dismiss or fire those who want unity, and they take control of the organization.
Exactly. Now, also, let's just understand the support base, because I think this is important for us to understand in terms
Very
of
important,
both,
Victor. Yes.
both Ace Magashule and Cyril Ramaphosa. And we're not only talking the support base within the party, within the governing structures, but even on the ground in terms of the support base, because this seems to be featuring, very, very prominently. We've seen earlier when Ace Magashule appeared in court as well. They ran as Jacob Zuma-like campaign outside the court, burning ANC regalia and the like as well. Now, putting all of this into perspective, what does this actually mean when we look at the support base as well with regard to both Ace Magashule and Cyril Ramaphosa?
Well, let us go back to 94 first to ask ourselves a very pertinent question. Did we actually do what we were supposed to do in 1994? And that is reconscientizing people around the questions of responsibility, rights, and obligations. We never did that, and that was a deliberate act. Up to now, we are 27 years in the democracy. Ordinary people don't even understand the word freedom. Now, it is easier to actually manipulate people who have no knowledge to your side. And that is what the ACE and the Zuma group are very, very good at. You can see that. Those who have reason, unfortunately, do not have the support base, because what they fail to do is to consolidate and build leadership support at the ground level. Now, if, for argument's sake, Cyril was to go to court for any corruption, for argument's sake, will he master the masses that ACE can master? No. Because the people who support the groups like the president are those who reason things out. But there are too few and far in between. Those who support the groups like ACE, there are many because they are blinded. They don't know that, in fact, the power is them. They think the power is ACE. They think the power is Zuma. Now, if we were to change that around, obviously, those whose credibility is questioned will be exposed. But for now, they are in control.
Yes. Now, for someone like yourself, Pule, being a struggle stalwart and looking at how the shenanigans have been playing out within the ANC for quite a while now, and for a very, very long period. And, you mentioned since 1994, 27 years into a democracy where we had expected an entire generation that would have gone through under a democratic system. Yet we find that we still have got many of these ghosts that have come and that are still haunting people. People are still in abject poverty and the like. And when we're talking about power, and the ANC has also always taken pride in the slogan of power to the people. But it definitely, this 27 years later, this slogan doesn't hold to be true.
Well, it is power to certain people. It's not power to the people. You see, it is not in the interest of those who have self-interest to educate people, because the people will start asking them questions. And that is what we have been through for the 27 years. The ANC has been voted into power every election, not because people understand why they do so, but because they don't understand why they do so. If you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Now, for instance, if somebody is questioned about corruption. A normal person would say, I do not want to be associated with this person until he clears himself. That's an educated person in the sense, I'm not talking about education in terms of school. I'm talking in terms of understanding your role as a citizen, right? But the opposite has always happened. That we support mediocrity, we support suspicions of theft and corruption. It is because deliberately those in leadership wanted people to remain that way. Because once people get educated and start asking questions, your leadership power wanes.
Well, definitely. Now, just finally, just your thoughts, Mr. Pule Monama, on a leadership, because we do appear to be having a huge a leadership vacuum in the country. If President Cyril Ramaphosa is the best we have at this point in time, I shudder to think where we are heading for in the future as far as leadership is concerned, and who is going to take control, who is going to take charge of the country.
Well, no doubt ANC has got a lot of leaders. Unfortunately, what has been happening in the past is that the best in the ANC has always been sidelined. There are many, many people that I have personally grew up with who are very good leaders, but they are nowhere to be seen because systematically they get pushed out of the system in order that those with the personalities that are brought into question are in charge. That they don't have leadership, I don't think so. I think ANC must go back and bring back the people with credibility. They can actually replace the likes of Cyril and without a problem. But as long as we have a situation where the ANC actually thrives on this thing called numbers. I mean, we just seen statistics about AIDS now having registered, I think, 1.3 million, and they're very proud of it. The question is 1.3 million of what type of people? Are they the ones that will only wait for food parcels? Are they the ones who will wait for the 350 grants? Are they the ones who will wait for anything that you give for free? Or are they the ones with content in terms of thinking independently? I shudder too that, in fact, if we had to go to those numbers, the 1.3 million, that ACE is saying he has now brought, he has increased in terms of support and membership of the ANC, you would find that many of them have no clue. In fact, they don't even know the preamble of the Freedom Charter. And that is a sad state of affairs.
Well, it certainly is, and also a very, very scary thought at this point in time, Mr. Pule Monama. But thank you very much for that, and for your time with us this morning here on News and Views on Salam Media. We wish you all the best, sir, and please take care of yourself.
Thank you very much, and salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Mr. Pule Monama struggled stalwart and political analyst this morning against the background of ex Magashule. He is going absolutely nowhere right now.